last time I tried to start this video, the light went out. So, greetings folks, or konbawa. 1 minute. I think we're safe. Right, I suppose it is Halloween, so if you enjoy any goings on during Halloween, and hope you've enjoyed yourself. But yes, konbawa, welcome. So this video is going to go up on 2 channels, which is kind of interesting. I've never done one like this before, but what this part of this video is, then on the actual channel, the Japanese railway channel, there will be some trains actually running. So we're going to keep this bit as short as possible, so that it's easy to skip over if you decide to go watch it there. So there will be a link in the description below to that channel. I've not put it out there before because basically it sounds awful. It sounds really awful, but there's lots of people who would be very kind, and subscribe to help someone's channel boost. But initially, during the build, I was only looking for people who were genuinely interested in what I was doing. However, of course, I realised that by doing this, I'm sort of potentially stopping people who are genuinely interested in whatever I'm doing. And I hope you all find help soon. But yes, the layout here is now mostly finished. Now lots of people, well, now it's never finished. No. I believe you can call it finished as many times as you like. That's the way I feel about it. So you can go, right, for now, I'm happy with that, it's finished. And then you get to go, hang on, I could add this. Great example. At the weekend, I was at the Great British Model Railway Show at Gaydon and picked up an Engage Bob Symes. Now, Engage Bob Symes is going to go on Japanese Engage layout. Here we're doing a piece to camera. There will be a grand tour of the layout without the trains running. Then we'll get the trains running, so you can have some running shots as well. But yes, the layout's done 1 exhibition so far now, up in Sheffield. Looks very different to how it did there, so anyone who saw it there, I know Richard Trains in the Attic, thank you very much, sir. You know you recorded it. So there were several other people also recorded it. Generally the feedback was quite good. But yes, so basically a little bit just to highlight the fact there is another channel. So if I seem to go quiet on this one for a long time, on my British one, Woodgate Junction, it's not that I've disappeared, fallen off the face of the earth. I may not be in a good place right now, but I'm working on that, working on myself, working on that, doing what I can to heal, and that's, my model railways are a big part of that, of course. Hence the videos about my mental health, obviously, the other week. But yes, I don't put much in it. You know, I thought, well, actually, I do need to let people know this other channel does exist, and there's lots happening with that. I've got a loco to fix, and yeah. So what's happening on Woodgate Junction? Well, actually, I have got a baseboard here, which I'm not sure is going to be working or not. Folds actually made it fold, but I'm not sure. It doesn't seem to line up quite properly, so I need to talk to my fine chum Greg, who helped me build Cyrano Michi's, well, basically built this baseboard for me, and so he was going to suggest us living it out. Where the hinges are, it doesn't quite meet. And I was thinking, do I take the hinges off one side and then reapply them and see if that helps? But yeah, so that's just a work desk here. You can just see the corner. It's actually this end. You see the corner of the metal wood, but that's a nice little table, which would be good as a little work table as well when the computer's in use by The minute it's my young siblings having to use it because their own machine is out of action, so they're having to use mine. And so when if they're using that, I can work and do some modelling work on that. So yes, there is something to look forward to. There's shunting layout coming, and for now I think that's going to do me nicely. That's going to tickle from what I experienced at the weekend. That's going to tickle my want for UK railways. So big things like that are not going to have really much of a place on here. I'm going to be looking at all my tank engines basically, and having fun with those. I've only got 2 British pre-orders, and that is for both the tank engines. I've got one of the Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway Pugs from Ennis Clark, and I've got one of the Manning Wardles. Thank you. whoever shouted Manning Wardle at the screen just now, thank you very much. From Rapido. And I'm really looking forward to that one as well. So those will both be good. They'll be perfect. So that's what I'm trying to land. I can fold them and put away what I'm not using. So I've still got access to this worktop to actually do some modelling on. So yeah, so you know, there is British content to come, and obviously if I visit a heritage railway or whatever, there's going to be stuff to see on here. So yeah, but if it, I just thought, do you know what? Where I am mentally and everything like that, I know some people are aware of this, and I just thought, yeah, I really should put something up just to say, look, there is another channel, and I might be inhabiting there slightly more. There's a lot of very fun videos to make for that one. There's one where I'm going to make a really corny reference to Demon Slayer. And people who have watched it will get the reference. If not, then just enjoy a bit of seeing us. I've got, you know, when I use my replica katana here, it's bamboo, by the way. It's bamboo. It's a cosplay accessory, really. Actually, I don't cosplay, but it's a cosplay accessory, and it's the main character from Demon Slayer's sword, which he's using in the most recent. Well, movie actually, rather than episodes, but the most recent movie, yeah. So, but there's just something that happens after the episodes of the show, where it's like a fact section, a bonus fact section, basically. And I'm just gonna, because I have an engine from the era that is set in, a working model of one of those. I just thought it just works so well, so yeah, I'll go for that. When that's going to come, I don't know, but yes, basically yes. I did, it was my birthday yesterday, and I did receive, to see it over my shoulder here, nope, down one, Christopher, down one, there's the Batman box. That's a crate full of containers. There it is. I have a Midland Railway liveried, yeah, 1p 044 tank, which is utterly gorgeous on one of the locos, so of course we'll be doing the shunting on here. In fact, that one has to work for it. So yes, and if this board's no good, then I'll just see if Greg can help me, or someone can help me do it from scratch, do over, and we'll make it work. Because I'll say the Double O Association, which I joined at the weekend, and I'll be very happy to continue my membership of when I build this, get it all working, because I'm hoping eventually to have hands-free coupling on it and all that sort of thing, so you literally can just sit there with the controller playing and then sort the cards out again and play. That's the idea of that one, with motorised turnouts as well. Now I'm not sure whether to have that as a push button selection on the top, or whether to actually DCC those turnouts as well. There will be room for a little scenery on there. So yeah, it's bigger than the layout in the box. Yeah, the scale model scenery ones, it's longer than that, so it should, and it's wider, so it should have some scope for the scenery and actually some spacing on the sidings. I did make it work on the scale model scenery tools, just the boards warped. But anyway, that's 10 minutes of your time you're not going to get back. So if you do jump to the channel down below and you want to see the layout and have a bit of a tour and see some trains running, you know now to jump 10 minutes in because you've seen that bit. Okay, so if you're leaving us here and you're staying with Woodgate Junction, then thank you for watching. If you're coming to Gaijin no Nihon Densha A, I think it's maybe an E. I need to work out that properly. But anyway, then yes, then do come over. That incidentally, I'll tell you what, I'll explain it for those people who come over. Right, see you later. So, welcome to Suro no Michi. So, start at the front, we have my painted kanji. That's from Demon Slayer, that's a fox mask worn by a character called Sabato. And then Suro no Michi on the front there. Okay, so as you can see, I have put a lot of lighting, and I've used the good old, as you can see straight away, lots of lighting on it. It is a very simple track plan. It's literally just 2 loops. I've got the road in again. That bit has to be left bare because that's where I put trains on and off to show, so I want easy access to it. I might put some bushes just in that side by the, or maybe in a tree or 2 there by that side of the bridge though. The Kadama there. Spirit of the Forest, that's from Princess Mononoke, but Kadamas are from real life Japanese culture. They're one of the yokai. Basically, if you see one, it means the forest is healthy. The idea is, in the film they light up white. So the idea is either to get a white or a green, because that's actually glow in the dark. Green LED underneath it to light it up a bit. Then put some more foliage around it. The farm that was originally the one, sorry, try and not pan so quickly. One over here is now over there. So as we come back here, got the factory building there, so I can see some light bleed here and there. I'll see some big bit on the roof there. I will try and get those up if I can and do it. It's not actually quite as bad as it appears on the camera. Obviously, there's a lot more trees to go in here. I've tried to put a hint of it. That big empty space is where the temple will go. Got a street scene here. Obviously, everything is lit up. And again, that LED there that's causing a mist run on the camera, that's not that obvious in real life. Liquor store, the post office with a cactus on top, Nikobasu. And then that is a vegetable shop, I think it was. And this one is the bakery. I've recently put someone inside cleaning. It's not that bright in real life. You can just see there is someone in there cleaning. And then you've got Totoro and Satsuki. You have to pretend May's on her back, and I will be making the bus stop soon. That's where the bridge goes. Coming around here, you've got people walking towards the shrine under the sakuras, under the cherry blossoms. And then there's the shrine, which is lit, honest. Don't know if you can see it. It is lit up there. Let me see if I can get an angle. So there we go. All lit up there. That's an angle I can't get in real life. Only through the camera. Flickering away. And you've got a blue light flickering there on the right hand side. That is the Kitsune Bee, or Foxfire. And that's from some playful yokai foxes that are having a bit of fun. There's a bit of a story that goes with that one. Here's a video on that in the story time. As you can see, obviously the farmhouse lit up here. I did my best with that one. It was lighting it. But again, blocking the light. And again, it's none of these are anywhere near as bright as it first appears. I'm going to try and show this person that's in here while we've got the camera this way around. You can see them there, they're standing up, just sort of just below my finger there. People enjoying the sakuras. I'll see in spring it's the festival and everything. That person I found recently, so I'm going to have to find somewhere to put him. He's not dead honest. I've decided it's either, depending on what you want, there's a lot of school children coming towards the station. It's either the end of the day and they're going home, or it's possibly more likely it's only a village. They're heading to the town, the next town to go to school. But yeah, you've got more shops here, shops and restaurants and things here. And then the garage and the office here there. And then there's the creepy path that leads across the railway to the inn, which I'm actually, so the inn, I'm actually going for the fact it is inhabited by demons, as from Demon Slayer. Because remember, this tells my story it tells the story of my journey with Japan. And Demon Slayer is one of those things. And so far, I've only got one of the characters there. There's Tanjiro, and he's about to enter and defeat the demons and keep the people of Kitsune. Is Kitsune Mura? The village here safe. So panning around, we've obviously got the station coming into view now. So a bit of stuff. Obviously, some of these trees, the cherry blossoms, and some of these other trees are off the original Sakura Adventure, the original one, where we used to do the nightly club. Before Much Bigger Chance did a club. There was one every night on Sakura Adventure, and some of those are from there. Some of the buildings are from there. In fact, we've got the signal box there lit up, ground floor and upper floor, and that's from the original one. The two buildings here, the restaurant and the shop, they're from the Happiness Line, that snow build. They're from that, as is the shed there, the warehouse type thing, the storage, the barn, basically, for where the peaches are stored, because that's the peach orchard there. Yeah, those are from the Happiness Line, and some of the other bits are new. Some of it's sort of been seen on streams. That old time looking loco there is American built. It's a Porter, but it was built for Japanese railways and can today be seen at the Kyoto Railway Museum. So, but here it's on the plinth, not stuck down. I can put lots of different engines on there. During the Sheffield show, it was Thomas, the tank engine on there, the Japanese Thomas. But yeah, so I can change that. It's one of the things I want to leave changeable for the show, or for shows and for my own use. And also we've got the two bridges. The one this side, I think it's the one at the back. Actually, it's one on the other side of the other track. Is the one my grandparents brought me when I first looked at doing Japanese railways all those years ago, and I've finally been able to use it on the layout. And then so I brought another one of those to make the double, and then you've got the girder bridge. And annoyingly, they're just slightly out of alignment. I don't know quite how I managed to do that, but I did. But it's not too noticeable, so it's all right. And the trains run fine, so it's all right. But yeah, so that really is the tour. And obviously, you got the river itself, which is the Path of the Crane. Yeah, and I need to get some more deer because this one is really lonely on its own here. So yes, so plenty to do. We'll get some trains running in a minute. I'm quite pleased with the lighting I did. I'm really happy this one here. You come down here, it's really noticeable what it is, but normal viewing distance, even that yellow wire isn't too noticeable. I will paint it black or something. I'll try and bend them up a bit more as well if I can. But it's working, and it definitely helps so much. Okay, so future plans. Well, I've always wanted to put an aeroplane on a layout flying over. Inspired by Dale, and I picked this up. This is 1:144 scale. Two kits, and you can build one of each. And this is for a YS11 or two YS11s, either in Japanese Air Self-Defense Force or Japanese Maritime Self-Defense Force schemes. The radome under that one. YS11 was a post-war aircraft, turboprop powered by 2 Rolls-Royce Darts, as an airliner, and some are still in service around the world. Mostly in it's not Southern America, is it? It's Central America. I think it's also the Brazil sort of area. I always get that one wrong, but yes, one of those, because it's nice. It's definitely, you know, it's a post-war aircraft, so we're really safe there. And that will be flying either over on that side or over on this side. Now that will be removable, obviously for transporting it out to shows, but also I do have a trumpeter kit for a 1:144 North American Sabre, which F-86 Sabre, which the Japanese Air Self-Defense Force flew as well, and you know, so I can swap them out, or I might have 2 aeroplanes flying, you know, one on one side going one way, one on the other side going the other, you know, and have them both. I do, if I'm feeling really dangerous, I do have a Mavis flying boat reconnaissance aircraft, which is Second World War, but the layout is set post-war, so that one probably would only go on the layout if I was having it here, basically. I mean, let me know in the comments, do you think it's a good idea or not to have that one to show? But I thought the turboprop and the jet should be fine. I have looked for airliners of the era, of the sort of, you know, very late 40s, sort of 1948, I think is when I said my beginning years, to present almost, but the main era is 1948 to 1976, when, you know, so it's because of the end of steam and everything. Yeah, I have looked for airliners that era that were flown by Japanese airlines, Japanese carriers, and not a lot doing. So yeah, so that's one. But if anyone does know of 144 scale kits or markings available for kits, then please again let me know in the comments. Right, let's get some trains running, shall we? Now we've got some trains running. I wasn't sure how loud they were going to be over me, so that's why I thought we won't run them whilst I'm talking to you all. So we have 2 C62s running on the outer loop with Express, and this should just work nicely. So you can see the D51 here coming the other way with a coal train. This view by the inn is one of my favourites because you're sort of snatching a glimpse of the trains as they come round the corner here. It's actually going to be more closed off eventually with more trees blocking the view. So you'll only be able to look at the paths. I'd quite enjoy this bridge scene as well. then the view quite a few people have liked, looking through the trees here. I'll try and get the DP to walk around that bit as well. Rather than just the coal hoppers. Sorry for shaky camera, obviously it's zoomed in and I'm trying my best to hold it steady. It's easy. Not easy, you know. Right, to get a decent shot of the DP1 now. There it goes. Before the C62s come around again. Obviously it's a long train and they are going at a pace. But yes, this proves popular with younger visitors, I've noticed, because they have to look through the trees to see the train. So I shot there with Totoro in the background and Satsuki. And obviously, with all the things breaking up the scenery, it's worth remembering that the station provides the biggest viewing opportunity. And that's where I really think that light on this side of this platform really comes into its own. I'll have 2 run bys with that one. It's great to see one with my favourite shot now here, as the camera does its best to lighten it up. Yeah. Quick look over of the undertown as well. So none of these lights are that bright in real life. You have to come and see it in person. But anyway, hopefully that has intrigued you and there's plenty to keep you wanting to come back for more. And I shall say, arigato gozaimasu. Take care everyone. Stay safe and be well. I'll see you in the next video. Sayonara.